Hello, my name is Tabrice Reynolds and I'm a robot. Hey guys, well, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. For my little subscribers who subscribe to me. Oh, by the way, please subscribe after you're done watching because I noticed that I have more viewers than subscribers. And guys, come on. Please subscribe after you're done. Well, you don't have to, but it'll make me feel so amazing if you do. Anyway, so the last time I uploaded was like what? February, March, April, May? February, March, April, May. Or the February, March, April, or May. Yeah. So let me just give a backstory of what I. Okay, guys, I need to tell you something. So I was just looking at my photo roll, camera roll, and there was this one photo that was taken like at nighttime around 1 a.m. And I think one of my siblings said it was like a photo of a dude and everything. But like the thing is, I never took a photo of anyone at that time. And I was probably asleep. And, that's so creepy. I don't know how that came in my camera roll, my photo roll, whatever you call it. Anyway, enough about that. And then what else have I been doing? Well, I've completed social justice. I've completed intro to counseling. I've completed my LA classes. They were fine. Everything was fine. I am done school. It is July of 2021. And I am done school. I had a birthday, so I turned 19. I know my previous video, I said I was 18 because, I know that it hasn't been a while. It's been a couple days since I've uploaded that video. But honestly, it's been a couple months since I took that video. In this video, I will be talking about reasons I am happy that I am not at school. In school. At school? In school? I don't know. I don't know which one sounds better. But I will be talking about reasons I am happy that I graduated. So, I took another year. Cause back in 2020, I was originally in grade 12, but then I took another year, grade 13, because of just people with disabilities have to take another year. I don't know why. Anyway, so I'm going to say reasons why I'm glad I am done school. Number one, I don't have to put up with schoolwork. Oh my goodness, guys. I cannot tell you how much times I would be procrastinating in my schoolwork, or I would be so stressed out, especially math 10 and 11. Those were the worst because math, me and math don't get along, period. Me and math just don't get along. And math is hard. I get really frustrated and then I have to walk around, but sometimes the teachers don't let me do that because I don't know why, but it makes me so mad. And I get mad and I'm just I don't know. I'm just so stressed with math. Math just makes my brain into a sloshy mess. Also, I procrastinate. I said that I procrastinate a lot. And honestly, I don't like doing presentations either. Presentations are the worst to do. Especially one of my teachers would make me do a presentation and I didn't want to, but I had to do a presentation. Some of my classes I can get away with doing presentation, but some of my classes I couldn't get away with doing presentation. So I'm kind of glad that I'm out of school because I don't like presentation. And then when I procrastinate, then it comes to the day before I have to actually get something due and it's a big hassle because then I'm like stressed out and I have to just speed it up or just, I don't know. Sometimes just, it's annoying, guys. It's annoying. Anyway, my second reason is because I don't like waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning. I do not. Guys, sometimes I have showed up with bed hair at school and my teachers would be like, "Oh, you have amazing hair today." So I'm like, I know you're lying. I know you're lying. Like, I just know it. Like, I just showed up with bed hair. Like, but anyway, but like, I just don't like waking up at 6 a.m. Like, I'm still tired. I've actually been tired that I've fallen asleep until the bus had to come. And that is the next reason I don't like going to school, because the bus comes. Okay, I miss it when the bus used to come at 7:30. Now, like, I mean, when I was in grade 13, 12, whatever, the bus came at, you know what time the bus came at? It came at 7:12. It came at 7:12, and we didn't even have a lot of people to drop off the bus because a lot of people didn't even come to school. And I was the second person on the bus. So it came at 7:12. No, yeah. Basically, the bus driver said to me that it was coming at 7:17 a.m. But it always comes at 7:12 a.m. Can you imagine wake up at 7:12? Okay, I imagine. Some people, you guys have work. Maybe one day when I get a job, I'll have to wake up that early. I'm not excited for that, but it's just going to have to be what it is. But seriously, that just annoyed me so much. And the next thing is, I am not going to miss wearing a mask. Honestly, having a mask on my face for 6 hours and just the tortures it has brought to me. Okay, it was only this year. But like, I'm not saying like the whole school year, but this year, like, I had to have a mask everywhere, even on the buses, even outside of my school. Like, when I'm near the school building, I had to put on my mask. I had to put my mask when I was just that mask. Just, and like, if I forgot my cloth mask, I'd have to wear a mask from the bus. Let me just tell you something. The mask from the bus is too big for my face because it's a paper mask. Well, okay, it's just a big mask anyway. Even I wear paper masks and they're not always too big for my face. But anyway, the mask from the bus is just like too big for my face. And then when I get to school, I have to change the mask because sometimes the mask like flies off my face and onto like my nose or whatever. No. It flies like my face to my lips. But like sometimes sometimes I have to always so I'm always at my face, just putting the mask back on my nose and stuff like that, just to put everything back into control. And sometimes I used to work at the Perch at my school, and that's basically place where you can just get coffee. I used to help bring muffins to the Perch so that people can get muffins, and I used to help wipe down tables and just all that stuff, just manage things in the Perch, just making sure, we make coffee for people there. Anyway, that's off topic, and I can't be touching my face while I'm at the Perch. So that's why they decided to get me sometimes a new mask. And I just hated the whole thing of that. So sometimes I'm just so glad when I have my cloth masks. Sometimes I don't misplace them. It's so amazing. The next reason is I have bad social skills. Okay, I have really, really bad social skills, guys. First of all, okay, Okay, no, the next reason is like it was kind of hard to make friends. I made one friend throughout the whole school year, and he was actually my best friend. My best friend. He's my best friend, and he still is my best friend. He is one who pushed me in life. Like, he stuck by my side for 2 years because he graduated earlier than I did. Like, 2 years earlier than I did. Yeah, he graduated 2 years earlier than I did. But he was my best friend, and I really, really liked um talking to him and just hanging out with him. He was like my best friend. Anyway, yeah, he's my best friend. But other than that, I didn't really like when he left. It was kind of a hassle because I had to try to find other friends, and like, you know, me, I'm kind of socially awkward, and I sometimes just don't know the right word things to say. And so sometimes I just sometimes sit by myself or try to find someone to sit. Like, I remember in grade 12, uh I had a group of friends. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call them a group of friends, just people I just thought I could sit with and everything like that. But they were not really decent. They were not really saying things that were living up to my morals and values. They were actually devaluing my morals and values. And they were actually kind of like making fun of my religion, stuff like that. I never joined in with the religious stuff, but I did say inappropriate things as well. And I feel horrible because it's just because I wanted to fit in with them. I wanted to fit in. And then I've had people who I thought were my friends, but then they just like didn't want to be seen with me with a group of people and just walked away, you know? And then there would be people just, I don't know. It's been hard to socialize much. And I was quite loud. I think people did not like that I was quite loud. Like, this year I've softened up, but grade 12, it was like, I think I was like really hyper or something like that. Or I don't know, but like, I was just really loud and just really, really hyper, I guess. And I don't know. I just sometimes just said weird things, I guess. But now I'm really matured. I think now I matured from that high school girl, or at least a bit. So I'm not that crazy, I guess. I mean, I'm still crazy, but yeah. Anyway, another reason I'm glad to be out of school is because I'm gonna be finally done of, the high school thing and the elementary thing and the middle school. Well, I did homeschool in middle school, but the whole thing about people talking about you behind your back thing, like, I just don't. I've found out later some people have been doing that, and I'm not happy about it. Like, one of my friends would tell me, and like, it's just really like, if you have a problem with me, just tell me, because, or if I'm not doing anything to you, then I mean, I'm not doing anything to you. It really hurt my feelings, and it made me really feel less about myself. And I just don't need that in my life, because I used to struggle. Like, sometimes, we all have struggles and everything. But, like, I just didn't need people talking bad about me and, like, stuff like that and about me behind my back, because that's just devaluation, and that's just them just being a bully and being rude. They say, like, oh, we're just trying to help you and blah, blah. How is talking about me behind your back helping me? Because that is not helping me at all. Instead, that's actually making me feel really bad. And that you don't even have the guts to actually come up to me and say those things. That's just even worse. Like, I mean, I'd rather you have the guts to come up to me and say those things than talking about me with my friends behind my back, because that's just wrong and no one should do that. But of course, everyone's going to do that. So, yeah, there's nothing really going to be stopping that from happening. So, yeah. Another thing I'm glad about is that, like, I noticed I've been getting, like, I don't know, a dislike from some people. Like, I don't know, like, I think, like, some people, like, disliked me at my school. I think it was because of my visual impairment. I don't know. I don't know why. But I would always hear that, like, some people would give me, like, weird looks, like, dirty looks, and, like, some people wouldn't even, like, want to sit by me. And, like, I've had people, like, just, I've actually had people, like, just say horrible things to me. Like, I remember one time I was walking, and I think someone hit me, and they're like, better not hit the blind girl. It might make her more blind. Like, that's kind of rude. Like, honestly, that's kind of rude. But, um, I mean, I will have to face that in real life, in real society. I understand that. But a lot of the times I'm at home until I find a job. So, I mean, I'll face it less. I mean, I hope to go to university, but I think I might take online university or something like that. Like, not because I'm, like, scared of people. I think it's just going to be easier because next year I'm going to be in Victoria. No, not Victoria, like Vancouver Island or something like that. And for like 10 months, because I'm working on my independence for people with visual impairments, and I'm going to go to this place called the Pacific Training Center for the Blind. So that will be next year in 2022, and so I'm so excited about that. I can't wait for that. It's going to be exciting. But I think I'll maybe ask if I can do, like, university online there. I want to see if I can ask. But I don't think, maybe, like, the next year after, maybe I'll do university, like, in public, but I'm not completely sure about that yet. Well, and another thing is, okay, I am not gonna miss. Okay, this was actually in elementary school. This was not in high school at all. But in elementary school, I had to write lines when I did something bad, and it'd usually be like 20 to 100 lines. So I am not gonna miss writing that many lines, because that just, especially after school, I'd always have to write lines. Like, oh my goodness, I did not like writing lines. Yeah. In elementary school, I went to, like, a public school. No, I did not go to a public school. In elementary school, I went to a private school. I don't know why I said that. I just thought that you guys would like to know that. And I used to have to write lines if I did something bad, and I didn't like that. So I'm glad I'm not gonna do that anymore. And what else? Why not miss in school? No more school dramas. Like, no more drama with friends, and, like, like, no more dramas, like, friends, and, like, fights about, well, boys. I didn't really have fights about boys because I didn't date in high school. And if I liked someone, well, I try to keep it in. But sometimes, like, I would have a few people I would tell, but sometimes it got spread around. But usually I didn't, like, vent to the whole universe. Hey, I have a crush on Cody, guys. No, I did not do that. I did not do that at all. If I had a crush, like, I mean, on someone, then I I wasn't really one of those people who would just, yeah, approach and tell people I had a crush on them. But, like, anyway, with friends, yeah, especially, like, in 6th grade, there's, like, drama with some friends of mine. Like, just, it was just a big drama, and, like, um just like, I think maybe just misunderstandings were going on. I can't even remember what was all the whole drama thing, but maybe misunderstandings. And high school, I didn't really have much drama because I only hung out with I didn't have like a consistent friend group I would hang out with. I was like that what could I compare me with? I was like that hopping rabbit that would just hop from no. I was like that hopping no that just that bee that would just fly from flower to flower. Like I wasn't someone who would consistently just stick with a group of friends. Like I mean, I did for like a first few years, but then I just was like a hopping flower, so I didn't really have a really consistent friend group. So I didn't really have a lot of drama, and also a lot of people at my school thought I was strange in general, so I didn't really get approached like that much. But yeah, um, and also I'm just glad. Also, another thing I won't miss is like the swearing. The swearing is like, oh my goodness. Not so much in my elementary school, because also my elementary school was Christian, and if you swore, the teachers would call out your name and you're in big trouble. But in high school, there was just so much swearing. Like, just the F bomb just went off so many times. Like, they would always say that in every single sentence. And then people thought I was crazy because I did not say that a lot. And stuff like that. I did not say that a lot. I didn't even say it, period. I never really said the F bomb or any swear word like that. I never really said that because I knew that was wrong, and I didn't want to. It just wasn't in my morals. It wasn't in my morals to do that. And because I'm a Christian also, I don't swear. But like at my school, she's like, F this, F that, whatever. Like, yeah. And like, just like talk about like, just like, I don't know, just teenage talk, like, oh, Sandy broke up with Jared, and, so and so had sex with that person. Basically, like that. Like, I mean, like, it's just crazy. I don't know. I never got involved with all that because I had a quiet streak to me as well. I was loud, but I had a quiet streak to me as well. So I never really got involved with all that. Another thing is, I will not. Okay, I had another reason why. Oh, yeah, the bullying and the whole judging thing. Okay, the bullying, happened a lot when I was a kid. Like, when I was like in elementary school, I was bullied because I was blind and everything like that. And then not so much high school, really. Not so much high school, not really. But like, I've had people say some things to me that I didn't like, but not so much bullying. I had people judge me because I was Christian and they just didn't agree with that religion, which is their view, but like, I'm going to stay the way I am because I love the Lord. And I've had people judge me. Yeah, they'll always be like, oh, better not say that. The Christian girl is here. Or like, if someone made like a nasty joke, they'll be like, hey, Teresa, did you hear that? Or they'll just come to me like, I love Satan and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's just like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm not going to give them I wasn't going to give them the reaction that they wanted because, like, I'm just not going to do that. I've had people like, in one of my classes also, like, let me think. I've had people in my classes would be like, just like lie to me. Like, I remember in foods class, like, I don't think they really understood how much I could do. So I asked, like, if the apples needed to be sliced. And then when the kids in my class said that, yeah, she said, no, they don't. No, she said, she said, she said, yes, they do. She said, yes, they do need to be sliced. She said, yes, they do need to be sliced. So I'm like, okay. So I was going to slice the apples and everything. And then I'm trying to think what happened. It was like a couple years ago. I'm just trying to think what happened. And then another kid, I think, said that they actually didn't need to be sliced, but they didn't feel like they were sliced. So I thought they did. And then she started slicing them. I'm like, oh, wow. Well, I could have done that. And she'd always lie to me about other things. I don't know. She'd just always lie to me. And just like, I don't know. Like, I wish I could get a better example. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just didn't like it. Also, one other thing I'm glad about. This wasn't so bad in my elementary school, but in high school, like, I don't know if, like, okay, there were clubs in my school. At least there were clubs for people with like mental health issues and everything, but I never really went to them because I was always busy with something, and they were always in a time where I was busy, so I never really went to them. But honestly, the teachers at my school didn't really understand my mental health, really, because like I I get anxiety if I like do presentations, and they didn't really understand. They even like literally dismissed it. And I told them that I can't do math like for in one sitting. I need to walk around, blah blah, and they just dismiss that, and they're like thinking that like I'm just being lazy or whatever they're thinking, and like they think that I'm just making excuses, and I'm not. And they think like, oh, you're wasting my time, blah blah. Like, look, you're supposed to help me, and like I know you're not like, you're not supposed to like, mental health isn't really like their biggest thing, but at least they should have some knowledge of it and be understanding, because some teachers at my school were not understanding and really dismissed it. And like sometimes I needed someone to talk to. And there was one teacher at my school that specialized in mental health, but she was always busy and she always had like a group of people. And I didn't even know about her until this year, literally until the year that I'm actually left the school. Till that year, I knew about her, and she was like full. Other than that, I never knew about her, and like I did, like I don't know. I just sometimes need someone to talk to, and they're like, no, and like it's just I know like you need like to teach and everything, but like I don't know. Sometimes I just wonder, because in my private school, like, teachers would like come and talk to you and be like, hey, Tabrice, I noticed, you've been acting this way. Like, what's going on? Like, are you okay? Like, and they would actually come sit and we would talk, but it wasn't really like that in my public school, in high school. I think maybe it's because like there were like more people or whatever and whatnot, but I still think there should have been something like that there, but there wasn't. And I mean, that's okay. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for watching my video. I hope everyone has a good day. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.